Featuring the Wizard from TokeTok Radio. How you guys doing tonight? So tonight's 420 news is probably going to be different from what I usually do. So tonight I hadn't on 420 news before really done like a law segment with the legalization of recreational marijuana in the state of Virginia, specifically the 757 area. I never did any of those shows before. So excuse me. Well, on tonight's show, it will be about cannabis laws in Virginia and the 757. And then before we get going, I just want to give like a real special shout out to my boy over there at Dojaland 757. You guys can actually go check him out over there on Instagram at Dojaland 757. Just let him know that TokeTok sent you. For all of our future podcasts and visual podcasts and all that, all the visual podcasting will be done and put onto YouTube and Instagram. Our new YouTube handle is TokeTok Radio 5689. Working on getting rid of the 5689, but I got to get a few more subscribers to be able to knock that off. And then it'll just be TokeTok Radio. So, and you guys can also check it out over there on Instagram at TokeTok_radio. So go over there, give me a follow. I'll follow you back like always. And hopefully you guys enjoy my new visual setup that I've got going on different shows. So back to the show. We will be discussing all the laws that are in effect or coming into effect in Virginia and 757. All other 49 states, maybe I'll do a show about other laws in different states, maybe bordering states, stuff like that. But just let me know in the comments if you guys would like to see a show like that. So our first article is going to go out to Norfolk, Virginia. And all these articles actually came from Wavy News 10. So if you guys go there, it's Wavy. It's wavy.com or wavy10.com. That's the local 757 radio news station. Sorry about that. News station. And I actually heard this on the radio as well, and I found it kind of interesting. And then after this article, I'll go into the laws around. So some of you guys that actually don't know the law, and you guys listen to me, I will present you all the laws for growing, smoking, all that noise. And so yeah, Norfolk, Virginia, as lawmakers head back to Richmond to start the General Assembly sessions this week, the debate over recreational marijuana sales in Virginia continues. We all know back in 2022, lawmakers legalized simple possession of marijuana, but talks to begin recreational sales stalled out in 2022 session and are expected to be brought back up this year. So that's really, really cool. I know this may be wrong, but my opinion on why they actually stopped the thing is we got a new governor, and a lot of people know that Republicans are kind of against the legalization of marijuana. There's some out there that do like it, but there's some, their basic beliefs are marijuana bad. But that's a good thing that they had enough votes to actually bring back up a good assembly. There's still, all the people who voted on it in the first place are still seated in our General Assembly, which is good for the recreational sale. But we'll see what's coming on. I know there's a few bills coming out, and there's a few bills already in session that they're going to talk about. And one of those bills was including to legalize recreational sales at the pharmaceutical and industrial hemp processors beginning July 1st, 2022. So that's like kind of right around the corner, and we pretty much have the deal on that, hopefully. And that'll keep going. But a little bit about the bill. Under the bill, the Virginia Cannabis Control Authority could begin issuing licenses for further retail sales in 2024. So according to Virginia, 2024 is about when they speculated that recreational sale will start to the public. But I don't know. But the big cool thing is this bill that I'm actually speaking of was introduced by a Republican. delegate, Keith Hodges, which is cool. Seeing a Republican pushing a bill like that. You don't see that too often. And this is what he had to say. The Hodges bill uses a really standard policy that's been enacted in state after state, where when there is expansion from medical to adult use, sales are tuned on as quickly as possible for those 21 and older at the existing dispensaries, which would be medical, said JM, the executive director of Virginia NORML, who serves as the NORML's development director. After a proposal would begin the process of issuing licenses in 2024 and then allow retail sales to begin in 2025. So hopefully in 2025 we'll see it real give those things out there. Then we'll open up dispensaries. People will maybe take their small businesses into these brick and mortar shops and be more than just state funded dispensaries or something. Be more locally grown, locally cultivated, just all that noise. All right, so I know everybody's probably been having issues with laws. Maybe people saying something about smoking, or saying something about this, saying something about that. Well, on tonight's show, I'm going to do all the laws that I have found, and this specifically is the 757. All the laws kind of mirror each other for each state. For each city within the 757. So most of everything that I put in there, with every law, if it's specific to one city at the end of the law, I will tell you it's specific to Norfolk or specific to Newport News, stuff like that. But if I don't say that, it's specific to all the 7 cities. And I know a lot of people out there don't even know the laws. There's some people out there that need to know the laws, even if they don't smoke, so you don't basically cause a scene for somebody doing something legal. Basically taking all them Karens out of the picture. Just know your laws. That's what I pride on saying in the 757. Just know your laws. Like that. That's what you need to know. Like any law, but especially if you're a smoker, you need to know your laws. So first up, obviously, it's 21 and older may possess up to 1 ounce of marijuana. Adults 21 and older can smoke marijuana privately in their homes. There wasn't really any, this is where the gray area comes in. When they say homes, they really don't specify if it's the 4 walls, if it's your land, your backyard, front porch, something like that. But privately, obviously can't be in public view. So if you're in your backyard, are you in public view? That's where all the gray area stuff is. And hopefully when they start doing all that with the recreational sales and stuff, they will probably color in those gray areas, and say, oh no, this is bad, this is good, so on and so forth. As for cultivation, adults 21 and older can grow up to 4 plants in their home. That's not per person, that's one household. Doesn't matter if you have 1 person to 15, it's 4 plants per home. That's it. The plants cannot be seen from the street and cannot be accessible to anyone under the age of 21. So, don't put it in your front yard. Don't put it in your window. Lock it up. That's simple, to the point. 4 plants, to the point. So, there you go. More. The plants must include a legible tag that includes your name, driver's license number or ID number, and the notation that the marijuana plant is being grown for personal use as authorized by law. So obviously you can grow up to 4 plants for personal use. Make sure everything is wrote down, all that stuff. Everything. Simple enough. Everything will be fine. Sorry, I thought something was happening over there. I thought my monitor was falling down for some reason. But we can, up to 1 ounce of marijuana can be shared with another adult who is 21 and older, provided there's no money or exchanging of goods or anything of value. So you can probably mow their lawn. They can pay in cannabis. That's about it. Or you can literally just give it to somebody. You can walk and be like, hey, here's a joint. Completely legal. Completely legal. This is what is illegal. Now let's go to the stuff that's illegal. It remains illegal for anyone to possess more than 1 ounce of marijuana. It remains illegal for anyone under the age of 21 to consume, purchase, or possess marijuana. It's all 21. It remains illegal to distribute or sell and or to possess any amount of marijuana with the intent to distribute it or sell it. So the pop-ups, those are illegal, kids. I might even say kids. Those are illegal, people. They are 100% illegal unless you walk up and you can take the bud and walk away with nothing to give, no handshakes, no money, nothing of value given. Just pick it up and walk away. Other than that, it is illegal. Just remember, it is illegal. That's why they get popped, because it's illegal. Because you can't just go to a pop-up with less than an ounce to make it legal. There's no way. So that's why when people walk out of pop-ups, I've seen it. I've known people, been there, done that. When you walk out and they check you and they have more than an ounce, you're getting arrested for a felony. Just remember, don't care what anybody says. Pop-ups are 100% illegal. Driving. Well, before that, smoking marijuana in public, including in a vehicle, while driving, or while being a passenger in a vehicle, is still illegal. Driving with an open container of marijuana. An open container is defined under law as any vessel containing marijuana or marijuana products except for the originally sealed manufacturing container. So, there's a gray area there. Because it doesn't say or. It doesn't say or. So it's either going to have to be in something that's labeled or the original packaging. That's what it is. But for the original packaging, if it's in the original packaging and it's still open, you're fine if it's the original packaging. And they're not going to be dumb. They know what original packaging looks like. It's not going to be a goddamn bag from the street. No. Possessing marijuana on grounds of public school, of course. Manufacturing marijuana concentrate from home cultivated marijuana. So wax is illegal. Shatter is illegal. Anything that's not flour is illegal. Butter, illegal. Edibles, illegal. You can't have none of that. It just blows my mind that some freaking brick and mortar people out here are still selling edibles. It's 100% illegal. It's concentrated. You're going to go to jail. You're going to get a felony. It's not worth it. Get a license, do it legally. But until then, it's illegal. Do you, but it's illegal. Selling recreational marijuana. Big one. You can't sell it. You cannot sell it. You can't. So just remember that. The enforcement. Local law enforcement are responsible for enforcing the relevant charges in the Code of Virginia. The Cannabis Control Authority is responsible for enforcing anything that is going to be sold 2023 in retail sales, if or once they began. So we're going to have our own police force against it. It's called the Cannabis Control Authority, the CCA. So that's going to be new here. Penalties. Possessing more than an ounce, but less than 4 ounces of marijuana is subject to a civil penalty of up to $25. Possessing more than 4 ounces of marijuana, but no more than a pound of marijuana, is a Class 3 misdemeanor for a first offense, and a Class 2 for the second. Possessing more than a pound of marijuana is a felony punishable by at least 1 year and no more than 10 years in prison for up to a fine of $250,000 or both. Penalties for processing more than 4 plants are set based on the number of plants. Possession of marijuana on school grounds is a criminal misdemeanor. Note, anyone younger than 21 who is found in possession of marijuana may face a civil penalty up to $25 and be required to enter a substance abuse treatment or educational program. For more information about cannabis in Virginia, please go check out these articles in their full over there at wavy.com. It's Wavy News 10, wavy.com. For more information about legal cannabis in Virginia, visit the state's website at cca.virginia.gov. So there you have it, people. That's what's legal. That's what's illegal. So be safe out there. I know this was more of an informative 420 news, nothing special, nothing funny, straight to the point. Just wanted to get this episode out, make sure people are doing okay out there with this whole transitional of gray area with laws and possession, stuff like that. So everybody, please be safe out there. Make sure you guys go over there to all the major podcast platforms, TokeTok Radio. Check out all my older episodes, all my new episodes coming out. Season 2 started. We already got episode 1 up. This will be episode 2. Got a creepypasta next week for episode 3. So hopefully you guys check that out. If you guys actually go over there to the Instagram at TokeTok_radio, I get all the information about the podcast up there. Go there, give me a follow. I will follow back. And hopefully you guys have a wonderful afternoon and be safe and know your laws, 757. Like always remember, keep your tinfoil hat and your bowls close. Never know what may happen.